Hey friends. So our digging deep thought of today is maybe our struggle, something that God can use in our life to grow us, right? To draw us closer to Him, to grow us maturity level wise, sanctification level wise. Like, growth is a good thing. We want to not be stagnant. We want to be growing, because being stagnant is not good. You end up like you shrivel up when you're stagnant. So you don't want to do that. You want to always be growing, right? And so growing in Christ sometimes requires struggle. Why? Because it's like when you go to the gym, right? The whole thing, no pain, no gain. It's true. When you're building muscle, you actually, you have to eat enough protein so that your body can have the tools that it needs to build the muscle, but you also have to work the muscle. And when you're working that muscle, the reason we get sore is because it's actually tearing muscle fibers. And how you build muscle is that your body repairs those torn fibers. That's why it hurts, but that's how it grows. And that's how we grow. And so the struggle in our lives could come from our own sin. It could come from somebody else's sin, just because we live in a fallen, sinful world. Like, there's a lot of places that the struggle can come from. Just living life here is struggle sometimes. We have weeds, that's part of the struggle. We have animals that get out. That's part of struggle. We have cars that do things they shouldn't, and that's just part of struggle. But there's also other things. All of those things, though, if you think about it, all of those things affect how we think, and what we think about those things affects our heart and all of that, and that affects our relationship with God. And so if we really focus when we're in those areas or times of struggle, maybe it's hitting you really hard today, just know you're not alone. There's so many scriptures there's so many verses in the Bible that talk about how we're not alone in our struggles. And isn't that good news? I think that's one of the enemy's tactics, is to make us feel like we are the only ones who have ever experienced any kind of struggle. And that's not true. A lot of us have. Jesus has. It says that He has experienced every temptation known to man, because He needed to be able to identify with us in our struggle. And it also says how we have to struggle and suffer like Him so that we can be more like Him. We can be grown to be more like Him. It says that Christ had to learn obedience through suffering. Does that just blow your mind that Christ had to learn obedience and that it had to come through suffering? Okay, so let's talk about when we are going through those struggles. And sometimes it's really hard. It's really heavy. It's really it kind of drags you down. What can we do in that moment to kind of move forward into that growth and not stay stuck or stagnant in that just negativity, or whatever you want to call it, like whatever you want to call that place of just this struggle bus. Okay, if you want to get off the struggle bus, and sometimes we have to ride that struggle bus for a while, friends. I'm sorry to say, but that's just part of life sometimes. But here's what we need to know: there is hope, because there's always hope. God always has an answer. He always has a way out for us that doesn't require us to sin. And I think that is fabulous news. I don't know about you, but I like that there is another out. But here's the thing: the out is probably not pretty, doesn't look very fun, and probably looks like struggle. Because that's how we grow. So dig into the struggle, pick up your shovel. What is it, that thing that says, I told God that I wanted, whatever, a swimming pool or whatever, right? And then you wake up next to a shovel, like start digging, start doing the thing that He's given you to do that helps you move forward in that struggle. And I think that that's something that's hard for me, because I like the easy button. Anybody else? But guess what? When we pick the easy way, we don't grow, and neither does anybody else. When we stay stuck in our struggle, we don't learn anything. We don't grow in our relationship with Christ, and we're not able to take those things that we're learning and share with other people and encourage them and help them to keep going in their struggle, because we're all going to have struggle. So how can you pick up a shovel today and be an encouragement to someone else? I would love to hear. Share it in the comments. Let's talk about struggle. How can I pray for you? Let's talk about how you can be encouragement to someone. An encouragement. I can talk. Today, maybe you're going through something that's just really hard and really heavy today. Know that I'm praying for you. If you want to send me a message, I will be happy to pray for whatever it is. If you want me just to pray in general, that's fine too. I will be doing that. I will also be loving to encourage you. If you have something you want me to cheer you on about, you can drop that in the comments. If you have a lesson you've learned through struggle that you want to share so other people can benefit from that, please do. Let's share in the comments things that we have grown in, things that God has used to grow us closer to him, because sometimes we need to hear those stories, friends. So share them in the comments so we can all be grateful with you. All right, that's it for today. You guys have a great day.